Okay, everybody's talking about the coronavirus pandemic. And here's a story about it that has an internet angle that maybe you may not have heard about quite yet. Because China, that's the government that tries to put a lid on everything. And a Chinese doctor is confirming what we already knew, that the Chinese government ordered the doctors to stop sharing information about this virus just days into what would later become a major outbreak. This doctor heads up the emergency department at a major hospital in Wuhan, and she made these comments in an interview with a Chinese magazine. And she said she was the first to alert others after seeing a report about an illness resembling SARS on December 13th. But after sharing it, the police ordered her to, quote, stop spreading rumors. The magazine article has been deleted. It's gone off the internet, but because of the internet, we have Chinese citizens that are giving some pushback. And they're saving this article. They're sharing it online. They're even using really interesting stuff, braille symbols and emoji to mask the text so that this way the Chinese censors makes it more difficult for them to find it and to remove it. And speaking of the coronavirus, if you're looking for news, take a look in your Apple News app, and it's available on your iPhone, your iPad, and your Mac. There's a whole special section there at the top called Special Coverage, the most important information on COVID-19 all in one place. And there, you're going to find articles from trusted news sources. And that's key right now, folks. It also includes a continuously updated map of the outbreak from Johns Hopkins University. You can find out more about the map on our site over at Komando.com. And Google is also trying to make more relevant information about the coronavirus easier to find. And Google search now will direct you to official information related to those search terms. And meanwhile, at Komando.com, you're also going to find the latest risks that you need to be aware of, because anytime there's anything in the news, the scammers and the crooks, they try to capitalize on our fears. The WHO and U.S. government agencies like the Secret Service are issuing warnings about email phishing scams that will try to get you to turn over sensitive information, like your bank account details. The emails pretend to be from real health organizations like the CDC, and they will try to convince you that you're in a high-risk area, that the virus has gone airborne, and that you should click the included link for more information. All right, you know what I'm talking about. Don't fall for it. Others will have attachments that will try to infect your system with malware. Just a second ago, I mentioned the Johns Hopkins outbreak map, which is really a good, relevant source of information. But now these cyber criminals are putting their own maps online that are riddled with malware meant to steal your sensitive information that you have stored in your web browser. I'm talking about your saved passwords, your credit card numbers, and other data. So always be sure to check out Komando.com for the latest on these emerging threats. Now, as I just mentioned, a lot of people are now working from home. And what this means is that the pressure on your home networks is going to be growing, because just imagine all of your neighbors working from home, their kids taking classes at home. And so it's a good idea to make sure that you have your router, modem, make sure that it has all the firmware updates. Also check your internet speeds and make sure that you have as much bandwidth as you can afford, because Wi-Fi is great, but if you can plug in to any type of Ethernet at any point, that's always the good news. It's actually better off for you because you're going to get that speed that you really have without all those distractions that happens with Wi-Fi. And finally, if you are working from home, there are apps that can help you, say, spruce up your looks digitally. You might all be aware of Zoom. It's one of the most popular conferencing platforms out there. And they have a feature called Touch Up My Appearance, which basically puts more of a soft focus on your, I guess you'd say, your display or what you look like. There's also Telebeauty, which adds digital makeup to your face. And then once you get the whole appearance issue figured out, don't forget to consider the background that's on your webcam. You know, make sure you don't have anything confidential on a whiteboard behind you. And if it's a mess, I mean, I'm talking about like your office is just a mess, is that Skype will actually let you blur out the background. And Zoom has a feature called virtual background that allows you to replace maybe what's behind you, a bookshelf or what have you, with a still image or a video. Just keep in mind that the beach and the ocean view won't be appropriate in all situations, but you might be able to skip doing your laundry for just one more day. Hey, thanks for watching. Now, a few things. Don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for more digital know-how, check out all these other great links.